Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm going to discuss Roundhill again, and I actually want to correct something from yesterday's video. It's a very easy mistake to make, basically mixing up the dividends. So I said in the last video, why QDT or why XDTE is better. See, when there's just two of them, it's easy to like flip them. In this one, I'm going to say why QDTE is better, and basically the gist of it is that they're actually flipped. So, um, little bit of a pun. um, so let's do this. We're going to go into the spreadsheet, pretty much pick up where we left off yesterday, and I'll just make the correction, and we'll review the dividends again. Still, they're like within 5 cents of each other. So let's go into the spreadsheet now. I'm fresh off of, I just got my new headset from Staples. I got my employee discount and everything, and this was the best that they had for me. So hopefully it holds up. Hopefully there's not too many sound interruptions. It's the best that an employee discount can buy, after all. Like I would work at Staples and do this. Anyway, gotta love it. Okay, so XDTE. Here's what we actually had yesterday. We had for Roundhill, we had Roundhill was announced yesterday. So it was for XDTE was actually 26 cents. So this is why QDTE is better because they're flipped, right? Okay, so let me post this over here. Delete this bad boy. And then you're going to see some disconcerting numbers here when things zero out. Yeah, see, it's not really zero. It's much better. Okay, so we got to fix a few things here. Got a bunch of reference errors. Okay, so we got this one here. There we go. Oops. Okay, I wonder why that one. Let's see what we got. Okay, so here's what we got. We got a $1.13, 13.58, share price 52.29, yield is actually 26%. This doesn't change the difference in the share price on 100,000. This doesn't change either because it's based on the share price, which we did get correct. You guys got to give me credit for the 90% that I get correct, by the way. So this is 26,000. This does make a substantial difference because it's a $500 monthly payment. And then as far as this one, we've got to do this one. So this is better. So see, QDTE is better in this case. Look at that, $1.35. It's a 39% return. So actually, QDTE turns out to be better for this week, at least. That's a $38,500 payout, $740.70 here for this week. And that's the best. The total number that I gave you all yesterday shouldn't change. This was actually because they're flipped, but the total number is the same. See, most of this was correct. 64,500. So still 65,000 based on $200,000 invested. That's like a 33% payout, which is phenomenal. Can't complain about that. Even Dissector likes it. And we're doing good if Dissector likes it. So if you don't believe in yield products, why is your name Live on Dividends Now? Uh, well, no, I mean, I'm invested in yield products. I mean, when you start to, accumulate assets, accumulate wealth, you put wealth into different buckets. You have real estate, you have your 401ks, your retirement accounts, ideally, you have your brokerage accounts and stuff like that. I can basically afford to play, with dividends in one account and be a growth investor in the other 70 to 80%. So I don't really see the conflict there. Um, I mean, dividends, it's like I almost have a full-time salary to fall back on if I need to, you know? And of course, they're guaranteed to pay out the same amount forever, right? Well, hopefully, if these underlyings could recover, it would be a whole different ball game, of course. Roundhouse taking a lot of juice. I think we could see that from the Jay interview, right? I think Jay was a little frustrated by it, if you guys noticed. Buying QDTE with Misty distribution. Oh, that's cool. I think most people can't afford that luxury, and the miseducation might be an issue. No, you can. So I can pretty much teach anyone how to be wealthy because I've done it myself. When I was 18, 19, and 20, I was dirt poor. The best teacher as far as becoming wealthy is to be poor or to feel poor, like dirt poor. So anybody can do it. You just have to have the grit, you have to have the toughness, you have to have the mental fortitude and the discipline. Money, when you take the emotion out of money, and if you don't have a lot of vices in your life, so to speak, you'll become much more wealthy than you think. It may take you 5 to 10 years of sacrifice. You may have to cut a lot of stuff out, but by the time you get late 20s, 30 or so, you can be sitting very pretty. Um, yeah, desperation is the enemy of progress, I would say. Uh, I mean, so we've got retire on dividends, we've got live on dividends now. Like, I can talk the talk and walk the walk. So, I mean, I don't know what's emotional about it. Like, we are in the business of social media, so, if you're gonna stay relevant, you have to, have things that are appealing, obviously. So, I don't make any bones about that, and I don't really see a problem with it. Your total underperformance will kill compounding. Well, yeah, I mean, I have a play account and I have my other accounts that kick ass. So, I get all the arguments. But anyway, I'm gonna do me. So that is the round hill correction. In this case, QDTE is better than XDTE. And by the way, not to keep seeming like I'm pitching these funds, but these are giving you all really what you want. You're getting stable NAV and you're getting a high yield. And a lot of people, I have to say, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, I just like to give it to you all straight. Um, we're spoiled by these high yields. If you go back 2 years ago, like QILD or JEPI or JEPQ at 15% was phenomenal. Now we're complaining about like a 25% return or less than 30%. We're like, that's low. How dare you say huge in the title? Comparatively speaking, it is huge. So anyway, we are going to have Roundhill on within the next 10 days. We got Dave Massa coming back. Roundhill is really blowing up. I would say, they are blowing it out of the water in terms of their strategy. And as far as like reinvesting the dividends on compounding, that's another spreadsheet I'll have to do. I personally don't do that. I personally just got into Roundhill within the last month. So, that'll definitely be a follow-up video. As far as the release dates of the other funds, we'll talk to Dave about that for sure. Um, Let me see if I still have it up. Just as a reminder, this is what's coming. We've got 10 of these funds here. Okay. So we've got Apple, AMD, Amazon, Coinbase, Google, Meta, Microsoft, MSTR, NVIDIA, Tesla. And really, if these underlyings could start performing better, I mean, like, they have no control whether it's yield max or roundhill. Like, if you've got a Tesla fund, I would say Curve does probably the best at managing, just with their strategy I happen to really like. But when you're, when you're dependent on an underlying, you have no control over what the underlying is going to do. And Tesla, imagine if yield max had launched Tesla in 2019. I looked at this morning, actually. Between 2019 and 2021, Tesla like 16x. So imagine the different story. I bet Jay looks back and wishes they had launched in 2019 instead of 2022. So anyway, that is pretty much the gist of it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you could all do me one small favor, subscribe to the channel, like, comment, smash the like button, leave comments for me, and join Discord. I would greatly appreciate that. And we will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.